Hey guys, I am out here on Hegarty Road, the Hegarty Road intersection here, and we have a semi truck that's caught underneath the bridge here. This is one of those low bridge situations, and so there will be a little bit of a detour situation on Hegarty Road until they pull this trailer out. As you can see, the semi-trailer attempted to go through this low bridge, and it's clearly marked, as you can see, and he got very stuck. So let me zoom in here once I get a good spot. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see. You know, there's material on the ground everywhere, but there's also, as you can see, she's in there tight right now. Fletchers Towing is here, and they have 2 tow trucks that they're going to work on to try and pull this out now. So, according to the driver's from California, so he's not from around here. But like I said, as you can see right there, it's clearly marked. I'm not sure what the standard height for a trailer is, but 12.8 is. There's a reason why it's marked 12.8. So we're gonna hang out here, and maybe we can watch Fletchers Towing yank this sucker out. This bridge is off of 23, right here, just outside of Circleville. It's in Pickaway County. This is actually the bridge that regularly gets flooded also. So he did make it pretty far. So I agree with you, but if you can see now, let me get a little closer to the roof of this. You can see how pinned he is in there at the top of that structure. So like I said a second ago, Fletcher's Towing's here with 2 vehicles, and they're going to attempt to pull him out. Oh, looks like there's a third one coming in now. It looks like he's coming in backwards. So, is it going to take 3?
Yeah.
One?
Whoever the first one sees.
Let all the air... Oh. So we're gonna watch. They just rolled in a big boy tow truck here to pull this out. So, and again, like I said, Hegarty Road currently is closed right now because of this situation. Hey, Michael, my cousin Michael, he's a truck driver in Cincinnati. My cousin, have you ever done this? Yeah, that's the standard height is 13 feet 6 inches. I didn't know that. So. And that's the reason why I think anything that's under a certain height has to be marked by ODOT and transportation standards. So, we are here on this is Hegarty Road and off of 23, just outside of Circleville in Pickaway County. So. So they are going to hook up to us. They have a big boy wrecker that'll pull this sucker out. So. Yeah, only if it was 12'9", maybe it would have failed a little bit better. Sorry for your bad luck, brother. Yeah, you're on film right now, buddy. There's a truck. There's a guy right there. Sorry, man.
Just so you know, it should be a sign back there that say no truck.
Oh, at the beginning? You said at the beginning there should be a sign?
Yeah, it should be a sign there, no truck.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's low. There's a few of them that are low. It's an old bridge.
Normally, if this bridge wasn't that long, probably I can get up under there.
Yeah.
But because it's just, you know.
Yeah. Sorry about your luck, buddy.
Man, it hurts.
Yeah, and you're from California, right?
46 years I've been driving.
46 years.
And never had an accident. Never had, not one that I called.
Right.
I've been in one other accident up in New York where a guy fell on the side of me and hurt into my truck. But it wasn't enough, you know. Yeah, if I didn't have that cattle grill on there, it wouldn't have saved me.
Right.
But what can I say?
Yep. It just happens.
I've been with this company 15 years. I might not have a job after this.
You think so?
I was considered their best driver.
You were considered their best driver.
I was going to get all that piggyback trucks and everything else. Now, I just saying, I didn't fill my tractor up.
Right.
The trailer. Every time I get somebody else's trailer and use it, something happens. It's like I'd be worried something's going to happen.
Oh. Where were you headed?
Grove Point.
Groveport?
Yeah. I should have kept going on up.
Yeah, you go up another couple of roads and then there's a straight shot where they built that one up.
Wow.
So
They didn't tell me that, but
yep.
you know, I know they say this is the old bridge for a railroad.
Mm-hmm.
So
this one gets flooded all the time too.
they told me that.
Yep.
You know, the driver just told me that just now. I'm like, and it's getting flooded. Why don't they have signs up there saying, you know, floods? Probably got a flood sign. They probably should put a sign that says no trucks.
Right.
Period.
No trucks.
You know, so it's gonna be a little what's the name? Because after my phone charges up and they get me out of here, I'm going to go back out there and I'm going to take pictures. And when they come talking about damage to the bridge, I'm talking damage to my trailer.
Right. I'm gonna move back here so this guy can do his job.
Yeah, well, I gotta go up here and put my lines back up. I think they're gonna pull it back.
Yeah, I think they're gonna pull it backwards. Thank you, sir. So the driver, as you can hear, he said that he's been driving for over 40 years and he's never had an accident. He said that his complaint was that it wasn't marked on the front of the road when he pulled in this way to notice that this was not a truck driver situation. So to drive in here, you know, semi-truck shouldn't drive through here. He said it wasn't marked at the other end. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I will check that out and I'll report that back. Yeah, there is a big sign that says 12-8. I do agree with you. So. No, but he says I feel bad for him because, you know, he said he's been driving for over 40 years and he's never had an accident. So, you know, don't be too hard on him. So we're gonna get a chance here and we're gonna I'm talking to these guys. But you can talk if you want to. The sheriff is here now. So the sheriff is here now and he's documenting what's happened here. How he's wedged himself in here. I want you to check out this big boy truck right here. This is one that you don't see a lot of. This is Fletcher's big boy truck right here. This is the big semi truck. And it's gonna haul this out and we're gonna get that on film. So you just hang on, guys, because we're gonna enjoy watching them pull this guy out because you know, just because it went in that way doesn't mean it's gonna come out so well. Yeah, people make mistakes. That's right. You know, we are people do make mistakes. That's how I feel too. You know, everybody makes mistakes. That's all it is. It happens. He said he was headed to Groveport for this load, and his GPS told him he could go this way to Groveport. So, hey, Barb. But as you can see, it's going to be a little tight pulling that out. As you can see the damage on the front of the trailer there. You know, you can see that damage on the front and through the back there. She's tight in there. So we'll, I'm wondering how well she's going to come out. He said he's only had one other accident before this, and that was in New York. I'm getting you all over my live film.
I know you are.
You're looking good, buddy. Drop the airbags and let the air out of the tires. I don't know. Is that what you guys are going to do? Are you guys going to deflate tires or drop anything down or anything? What's that?
If we're getting relief, yes, so we don't cause any more future damage, yes. But there's other variables that we also still.
Gotcha.
Probably disconnecting trailers and I don't know yet.
Right.
While we're checking out.
Yeah, so Travis from Towing said that they will be probably letting some air out of the tires, trying to look at those situations, how to drop the trailer down a little bit. They will most likely have to disconnect the trailer, the truck from the trailer to get the situation out. They said that if you disconnect the truck from the trailer, it might drop the nose of the trailer, and that might give enough clearance to pull it out. Right. I think that, the truck driver will be responsible if there's any damage to the bridge also. So the driver, like I said, I'll just go back. We are here on Hegarty Road, and it's just north of Circleville in Pickaway County, off of US 23. The truck driver here, he said that he was headed to Groveport, which has become a really heavy commercial area when it comes to trailers and warehousing and such. And that's where he was headed. And he had come north on 23 and turned eastbound onto Hegarty Road here. And as you can see, he failed to see the 12'8" sign on the bridge and thought he could make it. And as you can see, he did not. The truck driver said that he's been driving for over 40 years, and he's actually considered one of the best drivers in their company. It just happened. So. Jeremy, you're saying that there's a sign off of 23 warning that the bridge is only 22.8. I will confirm that, buddy. I believe that that's one of the regulations too, but I'll confirm that. He just might have just missed it. It's gonna be sweet to watch you guys pull this out. I'm fully entertained right now.
Are you? Railroad has been notified.
The railroad has been notified. So what the railroad notifies, that means they have to shut down railroads too, right?
I don't know what the extent of it is. That's up to the railroad.
Right.
I know anytime we work around a railroad, we have to be notified. So
gotcha.
That's something the police department's notified.
So Travis brought up a really good point that I never thought about, that, you know, whenever they work around the railroad tracks and stuff like that, they have to notify the railroad station, because this line above here is actually a fairly, I think this is a fairly used line. So they have to contact the railroad, and the railroad might actually be shut down for a time or two until this is done. I don't know, you know, for security reasons and stuff. No, he's heading away from 23, Rebecca. He was heading over to, I believe, Walnut Creek Pike to go north to get to Groveport. So he was coming northbound on 23, US 23, and he took a right-hand turn into Hegarty Road, and I believe he was cutting over to try and get to Walnut Creek Pike to get up to Groveport. This was just a turn because he was headed to the Groveport area, the Groveport warehousing area. And instead of going all the way up to north of South Bloomfield and such, his GPS, or he noticed that this might be a shorter way, and decided to take this one and got stuck. So I'm not exactly sure what the foam is on the ground. If you can see that, it must be some sort of insulation from the trailer, because it does look like a possible refrigerated trailer. I'm not 100% sure what he's carrying at this time. Maybe I can get that from the sheriffs that are working on it. He was heading northbound towards South Bloomfield. He was going northbound on US 23 when he took a right turn onto this road, which is Hegarty Road. And Hegarty Road goes in between 23 and north. Walnut Creek Pike. So Walnut Creek Pike, he could take a left on Walnut Creek Pike, and that would take you up to the Groveport area. That's a pretty easy way to get there. So that was his decision. This is outside of Circleville. This is not the bridge on North Court Street. This is the bridge on Hegarty Road. This is the one that always floods. This one, if you're going off of North Court Street exit in Circleville and go north, it's the next right. There's an old gas station on the corner. That's right where the Hegarty Road is. It's foam from beer. Mike, you're really entertained, aren't you? So now that they're working on looking at how to reduce the height of the trailer by deflating the tires, like somebody had already suggested. I do believe that they will be unhooking the truck from the trailer and pulling that off also. The driver told me, and I haven't walked up past it, but the driver told me that the truck itself has no damage to it. It's just the trailer. So. Yeah, who do you think the carrier is? Let's go up there and see. Maybe they'll let me walk up there and get the front. So I'll ask real quick. See if I can get up there. Can I walk up to the front, guys? Is this safe for me to walk underneath or no?
Yeah, it's safe. Just stay on this side.
Yep. So we're going to walk up past here. We'll see who the driver is and stuff. We'll take a look at the damage here. So it's Fargo Logistics as the driver. As you can see, we'll take a look at, the damage on this side. Yeah, it's a refrigerated trailer, see? So that's probably what you see on the ground is insulation. That noise you hear is the fridge. So as you can see, here's the damage on this side. So As you can see, they're working pretty hard to reduce the height of the trailer. And see, if people that don't know, that's a refrigerated unit right there. That's what you hear on these semis, and that's just a big refrigerator that's pumping air into the and keeping the trailer cold. So whatever's in here is refrigerated and needs refrigeration, and that's what you see down there, all that insulation that's on the ground. Ooh, chains. So we're gonna get back here and get kind of out of the way and watch these guys. We're gonna hang out here until they pull it out, though, so you guys will get to see that. So I hope this fully entertains you, because I'm kind of entertained. I feel bad for the guy, but it's also interesting to watch him pull these things out. So, and it is something that happens to everybody.
What channel news is going to be on?
Huh?
What channel news is going to be on?
My news side of the post right here in Pickaway County.
Cool.
I want to see it get pulled out.
Hey, that's all right with me. I just got to talk to my company. They're trying to raise for another truck to come bring a trailer.
Oh, they're gonna come bring another trailer, and they're gonna have to offload everything, right?
Everything got to be offloaded. So we got to figure out where we're gonna take it, offload it.
Yeah, because that trailer can't go anywhere now, right? It's not roadworthy, right? So.
I mean, it can if I'm home and back home and I got straps around it
Uh-huh.
and nothing inside of it. I can do that as long as the brakes are working.
Gotcha.
But it's all if the product in there, I can't do it.
Gotcha. What are you hauling? Do you know?
Beauty supply.
What is it?
Beauty supply.
Beauty supplies, huh? And they had to be cold, huh?
58 degrees.
58 degrees.
It's like room temperature.
Gotcha. Beauty supplies. Anybody need some beauty supplies? Come down to Hegarty Road here.
The trailer is 13.3.
13.3.
The other one I have is 12.9.
Gotcha. So you thought 12.9, you could probably fit over 12.8.
12.8, I can actually drop my bag on there and go up under it real slow.
Gotcha.
That trailer right there is 13.3.
Gotcha.
Something told me in the back of my mind, don't do it.
Right.
I gotta go up here.
All right, boss.
No way.
So the driver just told me, I don't know if you guys heard that, but the driver told me that he knew that the trailer was 13 feet 3 inches when he come through here. He says his normal trailer that he hauls is 12 feet 9 inches. So. So he told me that he called the company and they might be having a trailer come in so they can offload all the product. He told me that since this trailer's damaged now, he could still move it as long as the brakes worked correctly, as long as they strapped it properly, and as long as it was empty. But because it's filled with product, the product must be unloaded before it can be moved. So he can't just get unstuck and just take this trailer, even though it's not that far up the road. They said they'll have to unload the product in this trailer and move it. Bertha, he told me that it had to be at 58 degrees. So it's not like necessarily refrigerated, but it's not hot. You got to realize that this comes from California also, and you know it can be pretty warm down there. So they have to keep that temperature at a certain degree because that stuff can melt if it goes up. Because those trailers inside, you know, with all the sun and stuff, they can get a higher temperature. So they have to be it's got to be a controlled system. Yeah, he said that his trailer was 13 too. He just told me that. And he said that his normal trailer that he runs is 12 foot 9 inches. Yeah, it's just a poor choice is all, and that's what it is. So. So here in a minute, like I said, the tow truck's right here, and they're working on hooking up. They currently have, and I'll zoom in here. You can see that they've put some chains on the back of the trailer right there to hook to this huge tow truck to haul this out. They've already done some work to the trailer to jack it down to get it to come back out. So. Rick, I already walked up there once. I can't remember what it was, but it's a towing company out of California. It's not one that's not like a chain name that I've seen before. The driver said that he's out of California. That he drives. That's where he's from. Tim, he decided to come onto Hegarty Road because he's on his way to Groveport. All the warehouses in Groveport. That's where he was headed. He was headed north on 23, and he decided to take that right-hand turn onto Hegarty and go eastbound on Hegarty. And he saw the bridge and decided to try for it, I guess. So. So here in a second they'll be pulling it out, and as soon as they get done doing that, I'll get the video of them yanking her out. Disconnected the kingpin. What is the kingpin? I don't actually know what that is, Michael. Michael Higgins. He's actually a family member of mine. He drives truck in Cincinnati. Yeah, recalculating. Yeah, the towing company is Fletchers. They're our local guys.
Hang on, when we go to pull that, can you step back a little bit? If that does break,
Oh, I'll step back.
So they go between the trucks and you can shoot. I don't care if you video, just kind of stuff a little bit.
I can do that. When you gonna pull? Right now? Okay, when you do, I'll back up. Trust me. I don't want to die. And you'd miss me. Actually the fifth wheel is I think the fifth wheel's actually made it past the bridge. So it's really close. All reefer trucks are 13.6, huh? Huh. I didn't know that. So I'd go up there, Michael, but they're just about ready to start pulling this, and they've asked me to get back a little bit into a safe way, just in case this breaks. He doesn't want me to be, he doesn't want a news story on me, so. Operating my drone in this situation and going live would be very difficult to do all by myself. Yeah, it looks like they are going to pull it all in one unit. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like to me too. Yeah, you go into this all the time with what, Roger? Look at this. Look. What is this? That's the railroad tracks, guys. That's the railroad tracks. It must be. I'm hoping that's a special vehicle of some sort, or whatnot. Sorry, I don't know why there's a vehicle on the railroad tracks right now, but it might be the rail guys. I don't know. Railroad police. Right. I just look up and all of a sudden there's like a little hatchback driving down the railroad tracks. Only in Circleville. Do you really, Roger, go under this with your semi? Gotcha. Yeah, he just rolled up on the line. I was like, what is that? So, like I said, they told me that they wanted me to step back quite a bit to when they pull this, because they never know what exactly is going to happen when you're putting that kind of weight in between a couple of lines. So they'll be pulling. So, where's a good angle, buddy? So I'm moving back here so I don't die. So they're about to anchor now. So we'll zoom in a little bit here. Give me 1 second here. This lens is a little bit dirty, it looks like. Yes, this is the same place, Kim, that they get stuck with the floods. So they're just about to, Fletchers Towing has hooked onto it now, and they're just about to start pulling at it now to get it out. So the driver, I'll recap everything that's happened since we've had a decent amount of people come back on. So this truck driver was headed northbound on US 23 here in Pickaway County. And he decided to take a right-hand turn on Hegarty Road here and go eastbound on Hegarty Road. He was headed towards Groveport is like, it's in Franklin County, but it's close to the northeast side of Pickaway County. And going through this way, he could go up Walnut Creek Pike and he could get to Groveport fairly easily. But when he took the right-hand turn into this road, he must have missed the sign. There might be a sign at the end of the road that says that this is a low bridge, but also, as you can see, it's marked on top of the bridge also. He said he's hauling from California and he's never been in this area before, so it just happens. It just happens. It just happens.
Have you ever seen a grown man cry?
Yeah.
Or you about to see one?
Yeah, so that just increased your day to a lot more hours, didn't
And
it?
you know what's funny about it?
What?
The 17th is my birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Happy
How old you going to
birthday.
be?
61.
Well, happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, that's gonna. I think they didn't tear up the truck.
Right, you didn't tear up the truck, so.
Oh man.
So, and it's a reefer unit, and the driver told me that everything in the trailer is going to have to be unloaded once they get the trailer out, because he can't haul that trailer with the damage it has with having product inside of it. So. I believe, Dawn, they are leaving it hooked up. Either that, or they've disconnected it and they're just going to pull the trailer off of the fifth wheel. So the driver told me that he has somebody coming to maybe a possible other trailer coming to unload the freight. He's got cosmetic items inside that trailer, and the trailer's in a refrigerated unit. So the lines are tight on the semi now. As they pull, I can see the lines are tight. Yes, Daniel. He's definitely speaks fairly good English. He's pretty sure that he was born here in this country. Right, and that's probably what it is, Bare Essentials or something. As you can see, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah. So I'm not getting very good clarity there. I think I got something on my lens, maybe. See if I can wipe that lens off. Cleaning off my lens right now, guys, so I can see if I can get that long length. I think I got some piece of dirt on there. There we go. See, it still goes a little blurry when I get out there. Now, I'm sure, but it's not as good a film on the other side of the road. So we'll just be a little dangerous today. So. John, this is on Hegarty Road, just off of US 23 in Pickaway County. So here in a minute, they will start trying to tow this out. So here comes the fun part, it looks like. So the guy that you just saw getting Fletchers Towing, if you seen my story where Fletchers recovered a vehicle from the golf course here in Pickaway County not too long ago, he was the one that had the Jeep that helped to pull it out. I'll tell you, that was a fun ride. So one thing that people have said on here is that there might be damage to the bridge too. Fletchers told me that they have to contact the railroad company when something like this happens, if it's anywhere near a railroad, and they actually have to shut down the railroad. So that vehicle that we saw that went across the tracks, I verified that it was actually the railroad company that was looking at the track. So he's pulling on her now. So they're yanking on her a bit right now to try to see if they can get her out. So they're not using the truck and pulling it forward, they're just using the hydraulics in the truck and yanking on it. Thanks, John. I try to. This is I don't know if you've noticed, anytime that we have a flipped over car in a car accident or whatever, I usually film that also. It's really neat to watch professionals like Fletchers and stuff do this kind of work, because I mean, people don't recognize, you know, how hard it is to get a semi unstuck from underneath a bridge, you know, or how to flip a car over. It's really neat to watch. So, you know, it's just one of those I don't know, skill sets that people don't respect as much as I do. I think it's really neat to watch these guys in action, trying to figure out what's the safest and way to not do a lot of damage and all that stuff. So now they're getting some ramps. You didn't see it, but over here on the left side, this individual that's walking right here from Fletcher's is getting some ramps to put underneath the back tires, because when he's pulling on it, it's pulling actually the tow truck backwards. So they're blocking up. You can see a piece of blocking there too. They're blocking up the tires so the truck doesn't pull backwards. So they're pulling on the trailer opposed to the tow truck. Right. So Fletcher's asked me to back up a little bit. That's why we're getting a little bit different angle than we were before, simply because they didn't want the rope not the rope, but the chains and stuff to break and then come back and hit me. So they asked me to back up quite a ways. So I'm a little bit away from this right now. They're worried about my safety. I appreciate that. Right, exactly, Stephen. I've seen that kind of stuff happen, where those cables pop and they could go for a minute, because that's a lot of pressure. You think about how much pressure is in between that tow truck and that semi. It could be, I'm sure it could be hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pressure. Yep, you're right. A lot of times, a lot of trucking, you know, we have a lot of trucking going on and off of US 23 now, simply because of the Groveport area and how much that's grown. You know, that's even grown into Pickaway County. I just did a video not too long ago, about a month ago, over some of the growth that's happened in North Pickaway County and stuff, where we have Amazon up there, and we have several different companies that are building up there, and that's not going to slow down anytime soon. North Asheville, you go up Asheville Pike, just up there by the Pickaway Franklin County border, and you'll see it. Everywhere you look, there's a new warehouse coming up. So the Groveport area is exploding in in this kind of industry, you know, warehousing and such. I'm not sure if they have the cabin hooked or not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's still attached to the trailer, but I don't know. I didn't see it. The cab looks like it's still underneath the trailer. It's entertaining to watch for sure. I don't get such a good angle here. As soon as they start pulling it again, I'll pull over here. I'm actually standing over a little brook here, a little stream right here to get a good view. No, it hasn't moved at all. If you could see the damage on the left side where I was filming before, and you get a chance to watch the film before, there's a pretty decent dent in the trailer on that left front side where it looks like it's just completely wedged in there. Right. It takes a while, guys. You gotta do it slow and steady. You don't want to cause more damage. That's, one of the big things is you don't want to cause more damage by yanking it out. So, yeah, a good trailer repair company. Well, you probably need it. The driver told me that he'll be able to, or the company will be able to haul this trailer home damaged the way it is, as long as it doesn't have anything in it. He said that legally they can't tow it over the road right now in this damaged condition. They'll have to actually unload all the product out of the trailer, because this trailer is full of product. It's full of beauty products. You have to unload the trailer and load it into another trailer and then go to the final destination, which is Groveport. And they'll have to haul this trailer empty to a repair place. I'm not sure, Matt, if they have or not. I trust Fletchers. I've seen them do a lot of good work. So they got 3 or 4 guys on the job. One of their main guys is here working on this. So I know he knows a lot. So Terry, I didn't see you, buddy. So currently this area, obviously, is shut down. There is people that use this road fairly often. This road attaches US 23 with Walnut Creek Pike. Ethan, he actually told me he's got over 40 years of trucking experience. He said his birthday is on the 17th. And he'll be turning 61 years old. He's been driving truck for over 40 years. Yeah, he said that he's never had an accident before also. Well, he says he's never had an accident that he caused before. Yeah, Chris, he was headed up to Groveport area, which is, we're in just north of Circleville now, and the Groveport area is northwest of us in this area. So, he was definitely headed west to go north off of Walnut Creek Pike and stuff, and that's definitely a way to get to Groveport from here. So if he would have went up a couple more roads, he probably would have been fine. As you can see on top of the bridge there, it's clearly marked at 12 foot 8 inches tall on that big sign in the middle of the bridge. But people have also claimed, and I'm not sure yet, but there's also a sign at the front of the road. Yeah, the bridge jumped out in front of him. Gotcha. Yeah, nobody got hurt. I agree with you, Owen. Nobody got hurt. You know, just a mistake, and those things happen. I actually did say to him that people said to drop the air in the tires. So I don't know if they did that or not. It looked like he actually did do some of that. I'm not sure exactly how much they did. That's what they're trying to do, is hook him up and pull him backwards. Yeah, Mike, he said you looked it up and it says it's a non-truck route, huh? Oh, that's interesting. So, Mike, tell me a little bit about that. So if you're in a truck and you set that up, because it's all electronic now, like a GPS mode, does it tell you specifically what's a truck route and what's not a truck route? So they're hooking up again. I see the lines tight again as they're. Yeah, the GPS, the trucker's GPS lists all the low bridges, huh? So they're pulling on it now, looks like. But he's definitely got her wedged pretty good, because they've pulled at it a couple times now, trying to, as you can see that truck, you can see the semi-truck wiggling back and forth with the pressure, trying to yank at it. So if you watch, you can see possibly that trailer move now, because they just idled her up so they would pull on her. So everybody kind of got out of the way. You can see that trailer moving, not the trailer, but the tow truck moving now. So the tow truck keeps moving, keeps pulling on it, but trailer isn't wiggling yet. I haven't even seen it wiggle at all. She's stuck. They got her pretty stuck. It still doesn't seem like she's moving very far right now. They might have to cut it out. You never know. I saw the lights come on in the trailer, so they obviously are doing something there too. They might even be backing it up with the semi. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Ian. Ethan. I don't have a clue exactly what they're supposed to... Oh, there it goes. I saw the trailer move. Do you see the trailer move? It moved a little bit, then it got stuck again. But it moved back a few inches. So now they're tightening the line up. But it definitely moved back about, I'd say about 12 inches. So about a foot. I know, Linda. I don't know where my battery was. It hasn't told me I got a low battery yet, but if it does, we'll run it until it dies. So there's the trailer moving again. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's scraping pretty good. Looks like they're actually using the trailer and backing it up with the trailer, opposed to hauling it out with the tow truck. Yeah, Raph. Definitely. This was an insulated trailer. You know, it's so. You see all that foam on the ground around that trailer. That's what that is that's from that insulation all around it. So Mike, I can't do that on this live. How'd I get there? Can you go around that way? All right, hold on a second, guys. I'm getting a better spot over here from my buddy that I met before that was driving a canoe in this area when it was flooded. So we're gonna move around here a little bit and get a better view. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Happens all the time down here. One thing or another, flooding or. So he's letting me up here on a little higher elevation so we can really see what's going on. So now we got definitely a better view. How's that? And you can see now at the top of that trailer how much damage is done to the very top. Yeah, definitely. The owner of the house here, I met him before when this underpass floods a lot in this area, and one day he was down here when there was a car actually floating in this water, because this water will get like 4 or 5 feet deep underneath this bridge underpass when we get heavy rains. So yeah, I met him once, and there was a boat. Somebody was in a boat down here. I got the weeds down. I could probably step a little bit closer here. we get a better view. That's pretty clear. Yeah, the clearance is last after the blacktop was put down, huh? Doesn't look like there was new blacktop put down here, but you might be right. Cheryl, I do have a drone. I have a couple of drones, but I don't think that the problem with the drone is I can only fly it for about 20 to 25 minutes max on a live like this, and we wouldn't get the whole thing. You guys wouldn't have got the full picture. Sure, I agree with that. Ice will probably reduce that. Anything could. Mud could reduce it, all that stuff. Right, Kathy. There's definitely a belly, and then it kind of pops up. Even if he would have got past this bridge, there's a second bridge the same height right behind this one, where there's a train. There's trains there also, so he probably would have got caught on that one too. So they're pulling the chains and stuff up now. They obviously have it unhooked enough to back it up now, I think. So there's somebody in the trailer itself. So I'm guessing that the tow truck driver is going to pull out now, and they'll back up that truck. No, Jenny, the Fletchers told me that whenever something like this happens, where it's around train tracks, they're required to contact the railroad company, and the railroad company actually stops traffic, railroad traffic in the area, because there could be damage to the bridge. So they did have a bridge inspector out here that checked that's been checking the lines and such. So they won't run trains until this problem is out. Yeah. Somebody notified the railroads. Fletchers told me as soon as this happened, and they knew that this bridge was stuck underneath, that they had to notify immediately. So yeah, this is not only shutting down this road right now, but it's actually shutting down railroad traffic also. And I don't know what that process is. I did see somebody up on the tracks earlier in a car. So I don't know if they've already checked it and okayed it, and they're just waiting for this trailer to get out of the way, then they'll continue with traffic or not. I'll have to ask. I think they did let some of the air out of the tires. I'm not exactly sure. I did suggest that too. Fletchers, when you guys suggested it the first time. So I know he was pretty stuck in there. It was pinned against that roof. See, the biggest issue is and I don't know if you can see it, but where his back tires are, it slopes downward. But as soon as you get about halfway underneath that bridge, it goes up. And I think that's where he got pinned. Yeah, that truck, he said that truck was 13.3 is what he claimed, the truck driver. I had an interview with him on this video. So I'll give you an idea while we're waiting for this truck to move. US 23 is right here. You see that? It's US 23 right here at Pickaway County. The road starts just up the road from here. It turns off 23 and down here. Yeah, that's the problem with these long lives, isn't it, Christy? Because it's just too good to watch that you can't even work. That's what we do here at Zion Post. We make it so entertaining that you can't even work during the day. So yeah, Roger, I'm not sure, but that's probably it. I'll go ahead and get the report, and maybe the report will have that correct information, and I'll post it. So. So they moved the semi up, and now they're pulling the ropes and stuff, so they must have it unhooked. The semi probably move out of the semi tow truck will probably move out of the way here in a minute, and we'll see if we can get that to roll out. So I definitely want to see what the damage looks like from this view. Jessica, I'm not 100% sure. People on this live have said that there is a sign at the end of the road. It's not too far from here. So when I end this live, when this is over with, I'll go up there and check and see if there's actually a sign on US 23 on this road that tells you. My cousin Michael, who's a truck driver that's on this live right now, says that all the GPSs that the truck drivers use mark clearly the roads that are impassable by semis. And as you can see, there's also a big sign right there in the middle of the bridge that tells that it's a low bridge. I mean, that's a pretty big sign. So everybody that I've seen it all and covered it, right? Everybody that's talked about this says that the bridge is, a refrigerated trailer, almost all of them are 13 foot 6 inches tall. The semi driver says that his was 13 foot 3 inches tall, but he normally drives ones that's 12 foot 9 inches tall. Huh?
It's not a refrigerated product.
It's not a refrigerated product?
It's not a refrigerated product. What it is they don't want it to freeze.
Right.
So that's why they took
it's climate controlled is what you're saying. Okay. So the truck driver just corrected me and said that the trailer is not refrigerated. It's climate controlled. That's why they have that on there. Oh, here we go, guys. Can you hear it? See the damage on the top. So you can see the rolled up damage on the top where it got connection there. They're backing it up a little bit more.
Coming back. Watch out.
You guys can clearly see how much damage has been done. You can see that decent amount of that roof is peeled back. As you can look at that, it's pieces of the trailer right there. It's snowing. That's the driver right there. He says it's snowing. They're looking in the back window there to see how the product is looking. So they've officially got it out. I don't know where they're going to unload it. If they're going to unload it right here, I will find that out here in a minute. Hey, now that you got it out, you could go faster this time.
I don't think so.
Back up a little bit and... So from here, I'll find out some more information here real soon on... Yeah, duct tape will fix that. I'll find out and see if they're going to unload this trailer here or not. There's not very much road here to go back and park anywhere, so they might actually have this road shut down for a good amount of time. So the truck driver did tell me that they have to unload the trailer before he can haul it. They can't actually haul this trailer filled, and right now it's filled with cosmetic supplies. So they might have to do that right here. So this road might be shut down for a good remainder of the day. So I don't know if I can get up from on the tracks from here. It's not that easy. I wish I could. But as you can see, this is about as high as I can get right here, if that helps. Now you can see the damage to the top of the trailer. You know, he's really lucky is that cowling on the top of that semi just barely, if you look at that, it barely goes in there. So, I don't know where they're going to unload this trailer, like I said. I'm going to go check with the police department, the sheriff department here, and see if this road's going to be shut down. And if it is, I'll send you guys, there'll be a post on side of a post saying it'll be shut down for a little bit of time. So, guys, I'll keep you updated. So, yeah, they might back them up, and it's 100% sure, John, they might back them up to exactly what you're talking about. So, right now they're cleaning up, and this area will still be shut down for a little bit of time. So I'll put up an update here in a little bit and to find out some information for you guys, all right? So, all right. So we're out, guys. This is, I got a few more things coming out today, some good information about some breaking news that's happening today and happened yesterday. So tune in to side of post. If you haven't liked our page or follow our page, do that, because we always have some cool things going on here. So thanks, guys.